This is your girl, Duchess Kiki. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. This is how I'm spending my Friday night. I have been in bed since 3:30 today, around 3:30, and I was looking at a movie, and then I fell to sleep. I was just like really tired. So I'm a person that if I don't get my rest, I can't function. Like I'm no good to society if I don't get my sleep. Um, but I just came on because I'm having a Netflix kind of night, and it's 9 o'clock at night right now, and I haven't even ate dinner. I gotta get up and go downstairs and get me something to eat. But I just watched this other movie, and okay, the first movie I looked at, I don't even remember the name of it. I'm really bad with remembering names of movies and stuff. I'm really bad of remembering names of movies and stuff. So I was looking at this movie, first movie, I can't even remember the name of it. But it was about a guy that it was a love movie. I don't even know why I was looking at that crap, but I'm not moved. It doesn't move me. But I was just looking at this second movie, and it's called Seriously Single. Um it was really interesting. It was really interesting because it was about two friends, and one, she was bitter and she didn't want to date nobody, and um she would sleep with people one time and that's it, and so that she's not committed. So she had commitment issues. The second girl, and she was a bigger girl, so she was like a little bit of plus size. And then the other girl was beautiful, small, skinny. She kept getting her heart broken. Like she would get in these relationships, and her heart would get broken. And so she, how it started off is and I'm sorry if I'm spoiling the movie, but this is my channel. You can change. She, when it first came on, it was Valentine's Day, and her current boyfriend dumped her on Valentine's. And then her best friend ended up taking her to the club, and then she meets this other guy and gets in a relationship with him immediately. And come to find out, she he said he had a work thing at like 8 o'clock at night. So she went to find him at, well, she saw where he was on the app, I guess, on the Facebook app where he had checked in at. And she went there and found out and knocked on the room door and found out that they were having a bachelor's party. He was the bachelor. He was the one getting married. He was the groom that they was having the party for. He was the one getting married. So her heart was broken. Her heart was legit crushed. And I felt for her because that's a terrible feeling. You in love with somebody, and you find out that he is married. I mean that he's getting married. That's heartbroken. That's some heartbreak right there, okay? So she's going through this healing. She's drinking a lot. She's going through a lot of healing and all that stuff. And I was like, girl, I've been there, honey. I have been there I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, I have been there, honey. I have been there, okay? When I tell you, um, and so later on the guy comes back because she kept bumping into him in different places. And so the guy comes back, and when he comes back into her life, she slapped him and everything. She really was upset. She ran to the wedding and everything. So ended up the guy got divorced and he told her that he was in love with her. He never was in love with the woman, yada yada yada. And this is after this girl has healed, okay? This girl has healed from this guy and now he comes and says that he's in love with her. He wants to live the rest of his life with her. So eventually she gets back with him and he has sent her gifts to her job and bought her flowers to her job and everything, trying to win her back. I remember those days. Flowers to my job. I've had so many flowers sent to my job before. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't get me wrong. I've dated some good guys, okay? I've dated some guys that were like nice, like good. Like they treated me well until the end. And then yeah, so he sent flowers to her job, balloons to her job, and it just brought back memories 'cause I used to have that from guys that I dated. Because I'm the Duchess. I don't accept just anything when you're dating me. You know what I'm saying? Like I expect to be treated a certain kind of way. I expect royalty, and and that's what I expect. So I've always had guys that would treat me like that, even though at the end they cheated on me. But anyways, we ain't gonna go into that tonight. But anyway, so she gets back with him. He proposed to her. He gave her a surprise birthday party, and he proposed to her, and she said no, like she didn't marry him. She told him she wasn't in love with him, and because what happened is the night before she didn't know he was throwing her a surprise birthday party, and the night before it was 8 o'clock at night, and he said he had to go for a job thing like he told her the other time. So of course her mind is racing and she goes and she follow him. No, she follows him. She goes to the hotel where he was at, same hotel, and she's sitting in the chair and him and his parents walk past. So she calls her best friend. Her best friend was like, he's planning you a surprise birthday party. So she had to spill the beans on that. So legit, she tells him, I was at the hotel last night. Like basically, once they've messed up and you try to move on with them, it's like a part of us, we may forgive them, but we don't forget. Like that piece of that hurt never goes away. And this is bringing me to the point of saying, even for me, if I would have in the guy I was dating that was the military guy when I dipped away from YouTube, and I was dating the military guy for those 2 years, and he treated me good, and then at the end he he treated me good, but then at the end he got scared of being committed to me because I wanted commitment, and at first he did, but then he changed on me, and after he didn't want to be committed and he got scared, he cheated on me. Well, I caught him, y'all. I caught him cheating on me. I pulled up at his house and he had the girl there. And so, hold y'all up. I don't think I do, but my arm is getting tired. I'm sorry, y'all. So, and I shave under my arms, y'all. I always shave under my arms every week. So, so don't think anything under there. I'm sorry. I know this is gross, but I'm just letting you know I'm a shaver. Um, and I faithfully shave. I don't just shave in the summer. I shave all year. Like even if I'm not wearing arms out, that's just me, hygiene wise. But anyway, so yeah, so she legit says no to him because she realizes that she's not in love with him, and that one thing triggered her. I'm sorry. Get a pillow and hold my arm up. And that one thing triggered her back to her not trusting him. And so my thing is, if I would have stayed with, and I don't know if I ever told y'all his name. I used to call my ex-boyfriend Mr. B. But his name was Jerome. And if I would have stayed with him, as much as I loved him a lot. Like I honestly, out of all of my relationships that I've been in, I can honestly say that I opened up my heart with him and I allowed myself to love, and I completely loved that man. And I don't, I believe I loved him more than I even loved my son's father. Looking at how I loved Jerome, I'm looking at like, did I even love my son's father? And I was with my son's father for 5 years. So, but yeah, I just don't, I just saw out of that movie that when men hurt us, and I'm sorry I'm talking laying down, y'all. We just having a chit chat. But when men hurt us, it's like we will try to get through it, and we will try to stay with them, but it's a part of us that just cannot forget. There's a part of us that cannot forget. There's a part of us that cannot get over it. And it's like any little thing will trigger it, and that's how it was with my son's father. He cheated on me a lot, but he would never confess to cheating. But I could feel it in my spirit that he was cheating on me. And when everything happened, and I'll have to tell you that in another video of how we broke up, which I mentioned it in my live the other night of how we broke up, but you guys could barely hear me because of the sound. But um, I had there were things that had happened, and I still tried to get past it, and still couldn't get past, the cheat. It was hard. It was hard. And so if I would have stayed with the military guy, we're gonna go back to his nickname, Mr. B. If I would have stayed with Mr. B, I don't know if I would have been able to stay in that relationship, because I wouldn't have ever been able to trust him again. And I would have had the hardest time trusting him. And it would definitely have had to been God that would have had to heal me for trusting, for trying to trust him. And y'all want to hear something funny? Last February 2020, he called me on my birthday, y'all. He called me twice on my birthday, and I don't have his number saved in my phone anymore, but I saw the area code, and I knew it was him. And because his area code was not the same as mine, it was even though he lived here, he had a different area code. And I was like, I saw it that morning. Y'all, I threw that phone down. I ain't even answer, you know. And then that night, because I'm like, I don't call you on your birthday. Why are you calling me on my birthday? And then that night around 8 or 9 o'clock, he called me again. I didn't even answer, y'all. I didn't even answer. I was like, no, ma'am. No, sir. Not doing it. I'm not falling back in the trap. I'm not falling back in the trap. So, but yeah, so at the end of the movie, the girl decides to settle with being single. And who does that remind you of? Moi. It reminds you of me, because I'm okay with being single. I have learned, I'm sorry, I'm looking at what's on the Netflix TV. I have learned to just, I have learned to accept it. And y'all know that it took me a long time to get here. And I went through the phases. She went through the crying and the, oh, nobody wants me, and the, I'm over it, man. I am so over it. And I get bothered when people can't accept my singleness. I've accepted my singleness, and I need other people to accept my singleness. I don't need people trying to hook me up with people. I don't need people trying to make me date because they want to date. No, you go ahead on a date. Let me be free. Because guess what, baby? I ain't got to argue with nobody. If I was in a relationship, I wouldn't be able to be laying in the bed since 3:30 today like this. I wouldn't be able to have my Netflix time laying in the bed like that. When I tell you, let me be free, y'all. That's all I ask. Let me be free. And, even I have a girlfriend that, she's a good friend of mine from church. And I told y'all about her being newly divorced, and she's in the dating scene. This is all new to her. And I'm like, girl, enjoy yourself. I'm like, girl, enjoy yourself. Have a ball, hunty. Have a ball. But she's like, no, I want you to have somebody. I'm like, girl, I don't want nobody. That's my thing. Y'all go ahead on a date. Stop trying to include me in y'all little dating thing. Let y'all enjoy y'all stuff. I done been there. Trust me, honey. When I tell you how much I dated in my 20s, and did I date him? I dated only one guy in my 30s. When I tell you in my 20s how I dated a lot, y'all enjoy yourself, please. But don't try to include me in it. So this movie, this girl settled with being single because she declined um getting married to the guy, even though she absolutely thought he was the one. But then she decided, she was like, it's okay for me to get, so she went out and got her own place, and because her and her best friend was living together, and she just accepted the fact that being single is okay. Y'all, it is okay. I'm sorry. Everybody don't want to do the love thing. Some people just like, I'm good. And that's me. I'm good. I'm done. Stop trying to make me be in a relationship when I don't want to be in a relationship. And it's like, and people just hope that "Yeah, I hope you fall in love. There's somebody out there for you." No, there's somebody out there for you. You want it, not me. So I'm like, I'm free. When I tell you I don't have to argue with nobody anymore, I don't have to worry about nobody talking about how much I shop. Because that was the issue with my son's father. He had a problem with the way I shop. But guess what, baby? I made the money. So you can shut up. I was the one making the money. So yes, I can shop. Okay? I'm the one working. I can shop whenever I want to. So I don't have to deal with somebody telling me when to shop, uh how many shoes you gonna buy. And I went through that. It was so bad, I had to hide shoes in the trunk of my car. So I'm sorry. It was so bad with my son's father that I had to hide shoes in my car because I didn't want to hear his mouth about me buying more shoes, because I was the one working. You want turkey. So you know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, it is okay to be single. If you don't want to get in a relationship, ladies, don't get in one. Don't get in one, especially if you broken. Don't get in one. If you don't want to get a relationship and you're healed from your brokenness, like I am, I'm healed, but you just don't want to get in a relationship, don't do it. I want the girl on the movie, she had did a lot of date and did a dating app and met all these people that was just no good, and I was like, girl, I've been there. I done did the dating app and it was a whole bunch of people that are no good. Will I do it again? No, ma'am. I deleted that crap. I was like, oh no, what's out there, y'all, is foolishness. Okay, foolishness, and everybody want the bit sex. Everybody want that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm good. So I'm just encouraging those right now that don't want to be in a relationship. I'm encouraging you, and I'm letting you know that it is okay. And I'm encouraging those that want to be in a relationship, that want to be in love and want to fall in love and all that stuff again. Go for it, y'all. Y'all, by all means, I support you. I cheer you on. But I need y'all to accept my singleness. Let me be single. Let me enjoy my singleness. Let me be happy, because I'm happy. I am happy. I don't have to wonder, if he's cheating on me. I don't have to wonder, where he is. I don't have to wonder, if he really truly loved me. I don't have to wonder any of that. And no, I don't need one to take care of me. I'm sorry, I don't. The only one I need to take care of me is God the Father. I don't need anybody to take care of me because God has allowed me to work and take care of myself. So I mean, I'm just that movie just made me triggered a whole bunch of stuff in me tonight. And I never ever get a chance to sit and lay down and watch movies because I'm always making jewelry. So I did not I decided to, when I watched that movie, I was like, let me see what this. And the movie ain't no high point movie, it's just a little rinky dink movie, but it's it was still good. It was still good because it had a good plot. The plot was good, the storyline was good, and by the storyline being good, it won me over. Like, it legit won me over. Like, because it's really true. Like, y'all, what's I don't know if y'all been out there dating, y'all, but what's out there right now, y'all. Mm, mm. So, all I'm saying, and I think I'm gonna have to title this uh I'm gonna have to title this video, please accept my singleness. That's all I ask. Just accept it. I gotta get my family has accepted my singleness. They pretty much know that I'm done. And my mom, she always want me to be with somebody, but I'm like, Mom, I'm no. So, prime example, my brother been with his girlfriend forever and they still ain't got married. Like, who wants to waste their time like that? Not me. Not me. I don't want to wear the ring for 10 years and I done been with you 10 years. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And so, I'm just saying, it took me a long time to get to this place of my life. And for me to allow a man to come and destroy that, I can't do it again. I can't do he done broke my heart. And because when I love hard. That's one thing about me. When I love real hard. And I will do anything for you. If I love you, I will do anything for you. And so I don't know. I don't know. I just had to, come on and talk about that, y'all, because I really need my friends to accept my singleness and accept that it's okay. It is legit okay. I think I'm going to watch that next. New Girl. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's a show or what. I think I'm gonna watch that next. But I'm gonna go downstairs and get me something to eat because I heard my son come in, so I think he's here. But yeah, y'all, just accept my singleness, please, 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 y'all. If you really love me, accept my singleness, please. I done been there. I done it all. I'm good. I'm so good. I don't know if I ever told you guys about when I was growing up. There were these four ladies at church. They were really close. They were tight. All of them had been married, had kids, and divorced. They had men that hurt them to the core. And they were best friends. And I think, wasn't it four of them? Was it four of them? I think the majority of them passed away now. But y'all, we were going trip. You know how you go on the church trips and the church rent the bus, like they rent the bus out. Those four ladies would have us cracking up. They would talk about everything they went through with me and y'all, and we would be cracking up. And little did I know that they were in their 40s then, I believe. Little did I know that those women raised their kids on their own after their divorces. So, yeah, I mean, these women were like single women and they were in their 40s. And, honey, they were some dressing women, honey, dressing in the church, okay? And when I tell you that those women, I look back and I think about them all the time, how they were in the place where I'm at right now, because they used to say, I don't want no man, I don't want no another man, I don't want no another husband. And so my mama and them would joke with them, be like, you gonna get a husband. They be like, I don't want no husband, I'm good, I don't want no husband. And now I see where they were, because it took them time probably to heal from what they had went through, and to be in the church, and to be they were, now I look at them, they were actually strong women, and they were okay with their singleness. And I look at them and I think, and they were just one set of women that I could remember. I also remember my aunt and her best friend. Both of them were married, and both of their husbands cheated on them, and they got divorced. My aunt got divorced after some years, and also my aunt's best friend got divorced. And when I tell you, they were in the same place I'm at right now, where they were like, I don't want, my aunt still hasn't gotten remarried. My aunt is like, she don't want no another husband, and a lot of that, come from, you loved so hard that you don't want to give that chance again. And so, my aunt, she raised her kids on her own. She raised three kids by herself, y'all. Three kids by herself. And she was a strong woman. So, all of this singleness that I get with raising my son, y'all, I legit had a role model, and it was my aunt. It was my aunt Francine. She was such a role model, and I watched her raise her children and did the best she could for those children. So when I say, but she didn't bow down, and she just now she's like, her husband done married about 3 4 times after her. And she basically is, my aunt is basically like, she good, she don't want to be married again. And I'm at that phase, like I'm there. But it took me a long time to get here, is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It took me a long time to get here, to be completely satisfied and be completely okay with being single. If I wanted just to have sex with somebody, I can always go out and be like, look, let's just get this done. But I'm not that kind of woman, because along with that comes drama. One night stands and all that stuff comes drama. Having sex with somebody and not being in love with them comes drama. I don't have time for that stuff right now. I don't have time for that. And I respect myself, and I respect God more than that. And I just don't want to get in a place where I mess up again, because I'm trying to make it to heaven, y'all. It's no joke with me. I'm trying to make it to heaven. And if it take me just being single the rest of my life, then that's what I got to do. I'm okay with it. So, with that said, I just want y'all to accept my singleness with me. Celebrate my singleness. Celebrate with me. Celebrate that I'm enjoying it. But you go ahead and you keep dating. Y'all go ahead. Y'all fall in love and do all the stuff all over again. Y'all go ahead. Me, I'm good. Okay? So, with that said, and this is not towards anybody or anything. This is just me speaking, because I looked at that movie, and I saw how at the end she settled with being single. She was okay with being single. And it just reflected on my life and reminded me of my life, that I'm okay. I'm okay, y'all. Okay? Just love on your girl. Have fun with your girl. And let's just keep it moving. And I'll come to all y'all weddings, okay? I'm gonna come to all y'all weddings. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. When they break your heart, don't come running to me. I know that's bad, right? I'm serious. Don't come running to me, because I don't want to hear it. I tried to warn y'all to leave it alone. So yeah, don't forget to thumbs up the video. Don't forget to subscribe and share my videos with others. And y'all know, even through your singleness, be the best you that you can be. I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.